Okay, so I just finished priming all the parts of the Messala. Right now I'm letting it to dry a bit. Really didn't think priming was necessary, considering that I'm going to be covering pretty much the entire kit in 2 shades of black. But just so you know, I tend to do that so I can cover up all the scar marks and scratch marks and sandings of the part that all the pieces that I began sanding down and cleaning it up a bit. It's just something that I do all the time. A portion of these parts are now dried out, and I'm going to begin selectively removing some parts here because I want to demonstrate something that I'm planning to do during the stage of this build. No, this one. Actually, no. This one can stay. Yeah, no. Yeah. No. Trying to figure out which one it is. You know what? I've already put aside a few of the parts, and I thought there were more here, but now that I realize what I'm going to be doing, there's no reason for me to remove them. So these things, I'll let them dry for another hour or so. The one thing is that I wanted to focus on. Let me just bring the camera down a bit here so you can see this, and then we'll do a nice little zoom here. Relatively there, I guess. Put this to the side of it. So it's relatively these parts here. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should have done this, but yeah, I'll keep this to the side. So, I already primed these, and I'm going to be spray painting them red. Now, no, I am not using metallic red. I actually found the red that I had. I have two reds here. I couldn't find them before. Now I finally found them. Well, actually, this is the same thing. I got two metallic reds. That's something I'll be probably using on a certain kit that's coming out this holiday season. So I'll keep those two to the side. I wasn't pretty fond of that ruby red that Elcad released a while back, that I picked up when I built the Sinanju OVA, but I'll definitely like to look into using this red. But this is the red that I'm actually going to use. Shine Red, number 78. So I'm going to be spray painting on this, but before I do, take my trusty little Gundam marker. Yeah, good, there's nothing in there. And I'm going to meticulously line them right now. Now, many of you saying, why am I doing this now? Why not do it after? Well, think about it. Once I finish spray painting the red, the black will show through underneath. Pre-shading, of course. So this is a little bit of a pre-shading work that I'm planning to do right now, just before I airbrush this metallic red. Excuse me, shine red. There we go. And then obviously, if I really cover up the entire part with the panel lining marker, I'll just do a wash if I have to. Go. Alright, so there you have it. And if you could see that properly, there it is. So after I'm done with this, I will paint it the shine red. Also, this one will be painted shine red as well, and I'm going to do this nice and slow. I knew that was going to happen, and I knew that was going to happen again. Might as well do the whole thing. See, that's what I wanted to do. So when I spray paint it, it'll have that faded black line inside. This has always been like a difficult trick to do, especially on... Well, on this one it's easy because it's large thrusters, but on smaller thrusters, it's a nightmare. I don't know how you guys can do it. I've tried it so many times, and I'm like, what? What am I doing wrong? And of course, I've over the line a bit, so I'm going to begin pre-shading some parts that I know definitely needs it. Probably around the joints and certain parts, and then we'll move on to the next stage of this painting, of this build. Alright, so here's a small sample of some of the purplish lavender parts that I've just spray painted black. I was using the Alcalad gloss black base, which gives it an unusual texture, which I'm not digging. I may want to give it another pass just to even it out a bit. But I wanted to give you a little insight on what I'm planning to do. Remember, I was planning on taking the masking tape, which I had it here a second ago, and I was going to put it on the parts that you see here, kind of like what I did with the Master Grade Simulator Stein. Holy Christ, what the hell is it? I know I had it here somewhere, but technically I was not going to show it to you. Just going to show it to you as an example. So yes, I was going to put the strips of tape on each of these parts and then spray paint it. Now, originally the tapes that I had were way too big, so I was thinking of using the thin ones that I used. I used on another kit before, if you guys remember, which even I forgot. Oh yeah, on the Jesta, on certain parts of the edges. That's right. But I'm not going to do that. Instead, I have another idea. Does anybody remember my high-grade Kampfer custom? Remember when I put sticky tacks on that? That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take sticky tacks and put it on this. So, just so we can start on what I plan to do, let me just grab my knife. And I'll just cut off portions of it. And I got a lot of these. This one, I got them off Walmart for about $1. So something like this size would be sufficient. I'm gonna roll it up a bit. Give it a little bit of a length. I think about a good, let's see, well, it's going to be over ½ an inch anyway. It's going to be like 3/4 of an inch. But I want to keep it uniformed and even, if I can. It's kind of hard to do that. Yeah, that should be fine. And then, considering the positioning of this, I want to do it like, yeah, like that. Then I'm going to press it down so that way it stays on. I don't want this thing to fall off. I had that problem with the Kampfer last year, where when I was putting on the sticky tacks, they were falling off left and right. And I have a lot of leftover sticky tacks when I was using it to paint parts. There we go. So it looks like that. Looks like blue leeches. So I'm gonna try to keep it all conformed in a specific pattern. Clearly this is not gonna look like this because it's gonna be bent like that, or be like this in this position like that. So I want to like at least get them all in a specific wave pattern, kind of like what I did with the Stein. Actually, to tell you the truth, I don't even know why I didn't think of using this on the Stein in the first place. See, this one, I don't like this one bubbling up with the tips at the end. I should have like expanded it out and then do it like that. Then I'll just bend it around there. Actually, no bend, because inside that's going to be painted a different color. So there is the idea that I'm going to do. Once I put them on, I spray paint with blue sky. So it's going to be blue on blue. Alright, give me some time to work on this.